What's going on, y'all? Okay, so we have finally come to the conclusion of Catfish Season 3. I think this is episode 10, I believe, because last night it was a bonus episode, so it didn't really count. But anyway, I did the review anyway. So y'all know it was actually dealing with one of my favorite subjects, lesbians. And I mean, it wasn't ratchet. I give you that. You know, every time they do put a same-sex couple on here, 9 out of 10, especially if they black or whatever, black or Hispanic, they be ratchet as hell. And that's what make us go, ha 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 ha, bitch, they stupid, ha ha ha. But this one, I kind of felt bad for Bianca and for the girl also because Brogan, whatever her name is. And it almost was kind of just like last week's episode. You know, I actually felt something, a little soft spot for the girl last week. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting soft myself. I don't know what the hell is going on, but you know, hey, I wasn't really pissed off because it's like the ones that have legitimate reasons as to what they doing, but it's really not a reason, but it's still fucked up. And when you really get back in that backstory, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it just seemed more real. And you can tell that they, in the last two cases, it's not that they really set out to hurt anybody and they just got caught up and they was just trying to make themselves feel better because of things that happened when they were younger and they just didn't expect it to. I don't know. Y'all get where I'm coming from. But they doing the after show, so I'm periodically looking over here at the TV trying to see when they're going to bring the girl out because they didn't say whether or not they're going to keep in contact, you know, because this is the finale. But if it don't get to it by the time I get through with this review, you know, put down in the comments what happened, but if I don't mention it in this video. So basically, Bianca and Brogan. Bianca, she's this African-American girl, lesbian, and she's into body modification. You know, she got the big gauges in her ear, and she got the lip rings and nose rings and all that stuff, and tattoos or whatever. And, you know, she comes from a small town, and she's in Durham, North Carolina, I believe. Whatever, in a small town, and basically, you know, she's been looked at differently all her life because she came out when she was 14 or something like that she was gay. And y'all know how it is. If you're in the African American community, we get it's so much more harder to come out in the African American community because the majority of them within our community, our race, our culture, all that, whatever you want to call it, so heavily influenced by the church. Okay, and they want to be Bible thumpers and say, oh, you know, you're going to hell for being gay and this is a sin and all this shit. Of all the damn sins of, you know, people fucking around on their husbands and their wives and, you know, messing with kids and doing all this other stuff, drinking and drugs or whatever, homosexuality is looked down as the worst. I just never understand it. Like, which sin is more, you can't really judge a sin being greater than the other, but I'm just saying, that's how it is in our community. It really is. And that's why a whole bunch of, you know, especially African Americans don't like to come out or have a hard time coming out because of, you know, that fear of rejection, that fear of criticism and all that stuff. And when that happened, okay, she's coming out. I'll get to it. I'll probably put it at the end of the episode. When that wound up happening, she was basically an outcast, you could say, and she didn't find anybody that was similar to her and into the things that she was into. And she was basically saying that, you know, all the girls that she probably would talk to, they would probably be into at least one or two things. And then all of a sudden she get in this online relationship with this girl, Brogan, and she's into just about, like, they're connecting on just about every level. And they can have conversations for hours. And she was like, she wasn't comfortable herself with the video chatting because she didn't feel that they needed to have it at that point because their conversations on the phone was just enough for her. Like, they just kept going and kept going and kept going. And it's like, if we would have did the video chatting, you know, it probably would have made things a little awkward and a little weird. That's understandable. I get that part, you know. But then she kind of built up her confidence and was ready to do the video chatting. And next thing you know, Brogan's profile disappears. The Facebook goes, and she hears nothing from Brogan. And mind you, Brogan is a white girl. And she don't hear anything from her for about a year. And then all of a sudden she pops up. She popped up out of the blue. Hey, what's up? And here's where Bianca went wrong. Bianca was just like, I don't know if it was, I get why she didn't say, she didn't ask her, where have you been? It's been a year. You know, how you just gonna pop back up and not say nothing, like everything all good? She didn't even question it because she was just like, you know, maybe if I opened up and asked her that, it probably would have made her go away again. I get that, but bitch, I would have asked, what? It's been a year and you wanna, I had that happen to me. A friend of mine, you know, just dropped off the planet Earth and then tried to come back like, no, I was like, who the fuck, where the fuck you been? Bitch, wait a minute, say something. We gotta clear this shit up before, you know, but they was able to just get back in the flow of things. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine, I guess. To each his own is different. Mind you, Selena E. Banks was on here too. And she was working with Neva Max. And I mean, it was kind of weird that she was on there because I was like, Selena E. Banks out of the blue? You know, she used to be just the Victoria's Secret model, you know. She used to be just like a mini Tyra Banks to me. And then all of a sudden, she'd be popping up on all these shows and stuff. And then when she was on The Real Hustlers of Hollywood last season with Kevin Hart, faking that pregnancy, that shit was so goddamn funny last season. And so it's kind of making me see that, you know, she got a little personality and she's a likable girl. She's not just a pretty face. She's a likable girl. And I was like, you got to have something if you dated Nick Cannon. But when her and Nick Cannon was together, they was cute, though. Okay, Nick Cannon is not a bad-looking guy. He's just goofy as fuck. And he tried too hard sometimes. But, you know, they was cute together. But we see her little personality, and she's not a dumb chick, and I like it. And I was like, okay, go ahead, Selena, even though it was still kind of awkward that she was on the show with them. And, you know, but it kind of fit, and she was basically doing a ride along with one of the, with them because she's a fan of the show. And it was just odd when they was trying to look up the information, and David Spade called her, and I said, David Spade? The fuck? Awkward. But, you know, it was cool. Whatever. We can get past that. So, you know, they get all this information from, what's her name? Bianca. And they go try to look up the stuff. They look at the girl's pictures, and she got all these tattoos. You know, she got a tattoo on her thigh that says, one thigh says sweet, and then the other thigh say heart. Then she got these tattoos all over her body, and, you know, she got some piercings and all that shit. So that's why they connected. They looking at these pictures, and right off the back, Selena was like, you disappeared for a year. Either she's not who she says she is, or she got knocked up by somebody else. And, you know, she disappeared for a year. Sure enough, when they typed in, you know, they did the image search. I don't know if they did the image search or whatever. All the stuff that they was doing was coming up negative. And then, because, yeah, they was putting in Brogan Lynn a caster. Nothing was popping up. So then they just put in Brogan a caster. And this blog post come up, and underneath it, it was like, who the hell is Brogan a caster? Who is this chick? And they was like, what? And then they look at these pictures that was underneath it. It's a picture of a woman in the tub with the same tattoo, but a pregnant belly. And underneath the blog, it says that the girl name is Chloe, and she's from the UK. Now, when they was going through her pictures with Bianca, Bianca was showing her, it was this picture with this guy, and on the profile, she was like, what's up, broski? And this is on her Facebook profile, and kind of found out, you know, trying to say that that was her brother, but that was, in actuality, this girl, Chloe, that was her boyfriend / baby daddy, who she was living with. Mind you, she's in the UK. The girl said she was here in the States. So, all that shit was just fucked up. Then, you know, they found her original Facebook, and they see who it is, and they was like, basically, Salida hit it on the nail on the head. She was a pregnant girl, and it's not the girl that she thought it was. When they took this information back to Bianca, oh, I just felt so bad because Bianca's mother was there, and they was talking to get a little bit of her backstory. And what wound up happening, her mother was basically like, she came out when she was 14, and she went to the church, and this is, I guess, either when they moved there or before they moved there. And at the church, they was telling her, you got to put her in a dress and all this stuff. And she was like, she don't want to wear a dress. Was like, well, if you can't fix your daughter, you can't be the if you can't fix your household, you can't be the Sunday school teacher and all that stuff. And so, like I said again, being heavily influenced by the church, African Americans, she scolded her daughter and was like, you fucking it up for me. Okay? Why are you doing this? And basically said that when she said this line, she said she told her daughter, I'd rather you be a whore than to be gay. My heart dropped. I said, what? I wasn't expecting that, but she said it, and you could tell that, she felt bad for saying it, and you could tell that they fixed their relationship real quick. And she was like, Bianca was crying, and she felt bad about it, and she was like, I felt bad about it. The next day, I go get her a card, get her some, some gifts and stuff like that, and I'm just telling her, look, baby, I already know that you're gay. I accept the fact that you're gay, and I love you unconditionally. I said, oh. She said, fuck y'all, this is my child. And I can't stand a person who would actually say that they will not love their child anymore if just because they come out gay. What? Because they love differently? No, it's not that they love differently. They just love a different gender. Their same gender. They go through the same damn issues that straight people go through, and yet I'm going to kick you out. I'm going to kick you out. I'm going to stop loving you. Girl, stop it. It don't make sense. It's stupid as fuck. And yet you want to use the Bible as a justification, but also within that Bible it says don't judge because you're not God, okay? And God is a loving God, okay? Like, come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop the hate. But anyway, getting off track because y'all know this is my territory. I just hate when parents do that to kids regardless. I just hate it. You should love your child. You gave birth to it. You should love it. Nothing in this world should make you stop loving that child. I mean, even if they do wrong as fuck, you can be like, I can't stand you right now, but there is no way that I'm going to stop loving you. But you did wrong, and you're going to have to pay for that. But you're not supposed to stop loving your child. I just can't. I can't do that. Woo. Okay. Not the video. Well, yeah, it is. Okay, so we're going to move on. We're going to move on because I just went there. I just had a moment, so excuse me, y'all. It never happened to me. Thank God it never happened to me. I know when I came out to my mama, I was scared as fuck. And I told her in the text message. And the way that I eased it in there that I was actually gay, I told her that I was bisexual first. Okay? And then, girl, that's a video for another day. I'm going to have to redo it since the other one got, deleted. Bitch. But they told Bianca what they found. And Bianca, she was just this, you could tell she was the aggressor and the more dominant one in the relationship, just from her appearance or whatever. But she broke. In her heart, you could just feel it. She was crying and trying to, not just boo-hoo, but the tears was there. And it was just a sad thing. So, Neve calls the girl. And come to find out, they was like, hey, this is Nia from Catfish, and we're here with Bianca, and, she knows that you aren't Brogan, so what is your name? And she was like, my name is Tia. And, you could tell that it wasn't expected for this to happen. She didn't expect any of this to happen. She was scared. She was nervous on the other end of the phone. And she was like, I'm in Iowa. And they was like, okay, so we're going to come down there and kick it with you. And they go down to the house, and on the little that I saw before I started recording, the little chat, the after show, one little cute scene when Salida was up in that elevator with one of the hotel workers, and he was just so shy and so geeky looking and all like, oh my god, and she was like, oh, you so cute. He was like, no, I'm not. Was like, who told you that? He was like, I told myself that. She was like, girl, boy, you better stop playing. Come kick it with us. He was like, I can't because I gotta work. And she was like, please, you could be, I'll be your sugar mama. Then all of a sudden his confidence came in. He was like, I got too many of those already. I said, what? You see, a good compliment will go a long way for a person's confidence. And I was like, that was a cute little thing. But they get to her house and she comes out, and of course it's not who it is. It's Tia. And she's a tall girl. You could tell that she used to have a little weight on her. She still do, but she's a nice size for her height for right now. And she was basically telling her that she was overweight and, moving to a new town and all this stuff. She ain't had no friends. When she was trying to tell her story right off the bat, Bianca, she wasn't here for it. She really wasn't. So they left, and then she was like, should I feel bad that I didn't feel bad about listening to her story? And I said, that's understandable because your feelings was invested in this and you felt hurt. That's why. Your judgment is not, you're not really there to be receptive to that. You just focusing on your pain. So then they go back and they have this conversation with her. And it was just Salida and Max and Eve and the girl, Tia. And they trying to get to the bottom of what happened. And she was basically like, she moved to this town. She was over 300 pounds. She lost the weight. And, she didn't come out right away. She wasn't comfortable coming out and saying that she was gay. And, basically she used the profile, to just, like everybody else, just to meet people and, to connect with people. And she just got out of hand with it, making up these stories and stuff. Well, not necessarily making up the stories, but, just trying to get people to like her. And, basically she said something happened to her when she was 14 years old. It was a traumatic experience. But at one point, Salida tried to clock her. And Tia got a little defensive. And she was like, but this ain't got nothing to do with you. You're not going to sit here and tell me what. And it was like, I know what I did. I said, oh, and Tia and Salida, they was holding their arms. I said, your turn, Salida. Tia got her. Tia was saying something. Salida said something back. She rebutted. And I said, oh, she got you, Tia. But then, it was a little tension between them. But when she broke down, Salida went over there and hugged her, and it was all good. Gave her that comfort and everything. And basically it was like, Salida was like, you can't be doing this because basically you got other people's feeling involved and you hurting other people when you're doing stuff like this. And the only thing that I had a problem with Tia was, baby girl, tongue rings ain't for everybody, okay? Because it do alter your speech a little bit, and it altered the hell out of her speech. You could tell she couldn't talk. Either she already had somewhat of a little lisp, but girl, when that tongue rings, I was like, why is she talking like the motherfucker? And she was out because the tongue ring was up in her mouth. I said, bitch, take that shit out and talk, okay? Articulate. But after that, her and Bianca had a little conversation, and that's when she revealed to Bianca that she was sexually assaulted when she was 14 years old. And so it made her go deep inside herself and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, so now you understand why people just, I get it a little bit. But Bianca just kept on saying, there's nothing wrong with you. And I got friends of all ages and sizes and all that stuff. It don't matter, different walks of life. And you could have been real with me. And then, the after show, come on, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. I had to get the update for y'all. So basically, this is their first time seeing each other on the after show since their first meeting, and basically they really haven't had no contact. What the girl name is? Tia basically said Bianca told her to Snapchat her, and they did that once, and told her to text her, and they text once, and after that they didn't text anymore because it just felt awkward to both of them. After the things that just happened, it just felt awkward. It's understandable. But all in all, it was just an okay episode. I understand it. I'm not going to go so hard on it, but because I get her side. But, Maybe I'm getting a soft bitch. But, you know, this was not a good season of Catfish. I think they just need to end it and leave it alone. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I will see you guys later. Peace.